Hello, welcome back. I've got the brand spanking new Monument Eminence 605 grill to review. This thing is a beast. If it looks huge, that's because it is. I'll cover all the pros and cons of this grill. There's only one con, it's a minor one. See if you can spot it before I tell you about it. I'll show you everything you need to know about this great new grill from Monument. Hit that subscribe button down there. Check this out. That's a chili dog right there, y'all. First thing I'm going to do is run you through all the new features of this grill. Come here and have a look at this. The first thing you'll notice on the doors is these things got a really nice magnet to keep them closed, and they're nice and thick. Good quality doors on this grill. But check this out in here. You've got an onboard trash can over there, an equipment shelf right in the middle of this side of the grill, so you can store your stuff on top or below it. But this is the coolest thing. You know what this is? This is a scale to weigh your propane. This is going to tell you how much gas you have left in your tank. Now, I put a tank in here that's got very little propane in it just to do the burn off. And you can see on the control, the little propane bottle is blinking red because it knows it's about out of gas. You've got your usual Monument dual probe ports and a little USB port here you can use to power up the screen, and it gives you a constant readout of the temperature in the grill. Now let's have a look on the inside. All right, inside this giant hood, and this thing's about a foot tall, you've got your normal warming rack, of course, but you've got 6 11,000 BTU burners in this thing. You have an 860 square inch rack on this thing. This is heavy duty stainless steel on this thing. Look at that. That's not the thin grill stuff, that's the heavy duty stuff. Those things right there are going to last a lifetime. Then in the back, you've got an infrared burner for your rotisserie, and this thing is long. This thing's probably, I have to get a tape measure, but it's probably like 14-15 inches long. That's long enough to do 2 chickens side by side on your rotisserie. And of course, it came with a rotisserie. Then over here on the side, you have another sear burner. This is very similar to the Denali model. This is a 12,000 BTU infrared burner here for searing off your steaks or cooking on a pot or whatever else you might want to do over on this side. So if you're keeping track, that's 89,000 BTUs of meat searing power in a man-sized grill. And quite frankly, that's more than most of us will ever need to cook on a grill. Now let me show you a couple of the other features of this grill that I think you're going to really like. One, let's spin her around. The wheels are rubber and they're bigger than the other grills. So this thing rolls really easily, even though it's pretty heavy. You have a door on the back that encloses the whole back of the grill. And this is where you get to your grease handling system. The whole tray pulls out for easy cleaning, and of course you've got your usual little drip pan here on the bottom with a little aluminum liner in it. So it doesn't get any easier than that to clean out your grill. Just pull this out, scrape it all into the full container there, and you're done. Slide it back in. Underneath the heavy duty stainless racks, you'll find stainless steel heat flavorizer bars on there. This basically makes a gas grill an infrared gas grill because infrared heat energy is going to radiate off of these plates up to your food in pretty much all directions. That also will limit our flare-ups on this thing and just make it cook nice and even all the way across. And in case you're wondering, right down there is your temperature probe. That is located right between the 2 center burners and has a nice little grease guard over top of it. Also on your LED display, this thing has Bluetooth connectivity, so you can monitor your grill from your phone pretty much anywhere with an app for Monument grills. It also came with 2 temperature probes, which is nice, but more importantly, 2 replacement orifices, so you can convert this thing over to natural gas if you want. That's something any high-end grill ought to come with. Now you might notice there wasn't an assembly part of this video. Assembling a Monument gas grill is so easy. If you've seen one assembly video, you've seen them all. If you can follow the instructions, you can put this thing together, and quite frankly, if you can't, you'll probably need to not be using gas-fired appliances or messing around with sharp objects like knives, and in fact, just order in because you're gonna hurt yourself. These things are just stupid simple to put together. Assembly took a little over an hour and a half from start to finish, including shaking out all the parts and figuring out what was what. Doesn't get any easier than that. So let's go ahead and light everything off for the first time here. The igniter button's right there. There we go. Burner 2, burner 3, burner 4, burner 5, burner 6, and the infrared burner in the back. Oh yeah, look at that. And now this one, side burner. That's got a longer gas line. There we go. Yep, there you go. She's all fired up. Go ahead and shut the lid, let all of those oils from shipping and whatever else might have been on it burn off of there and get it nice and clean. And enjoy a beverage. Our control pad is showing 192 and climbing rapidly. Tell you what, it'll get hot in a hurry. It's been about 5 minutes. We're at 694 on that probe in the grill right now. Excuse me, 698. Oh, there we go, 700. About 5 minutes time to get it that hot. You guys that grill know you're not going to be cooking at 700 degrees. You might be searing a steak at 700, but other than that, you're going to be cooking at a much lower temperature than this most of the time. But doing the burn off is important. It helps cure the paint on the grill as well as get rid of all the oils and the other crap from shipping. I can actually smell the paint curing a little bit on the end panels, which is something else I got to show you. Unlike all of the other Monument grills so far, the side panels of the top and the grill body itself are actually a cast aluminum, so it makes the whole thing a lot more rigid and a lot heavier duty. I really love the way those lighted knobs look, especially at night. Pretty good for showing off for all your friends when you got a grill with lit knobs. Pretty neat. Because you know, if you're grilling with your knob lit, people are going to talk. The upgraded lit LED knobs glow different colors. They're just blue if they're off, but they're color coded to let you know just how hot you've got this grill. This nice little green color kind of represents low fire. And we're cruising along right now at 439. It's still in cool down mode after that initial burn off. I did a little cast iron conditioner on the grates just to see if I could keep them from sticking. Stainless steel is pretty notorious for sticking on new grills, so we're going to try that out. Got a nice sizzle there. See how that works out. They've been on for a couple minutes. Let's see how bad they're sticking. Not terrible. I'll give those a little spin on those nice hot grates. For a new grill, that's not bad at all. All right, let's get the flip on here and see what they look like. Not too shabby, not too shabby at all. I'm just giving these another turn, and you can see they're not sticking at all now. That's pretty good. 142. Yep, it's time to flip these dudes over and cheese them. If you do this, you can cheese them on the flat side, and the cheese is less likely to go tearing off into the grill. Cheese that falls in the grill doesn't help anybody. Get that there. Get the buns up on the rack. Of course, if you really want your buns toasty, put them down here on the burner. This is why right here. Look at that. Freaking perfectly toasted. Go ahead and power everything down while that cheese finishes melting. And we'll call that close enough. Tell you what, there's a lot of different grills you can get. Nothing beats the convenience of a gasser. And notice, those grates didn't stick hardly at all. Just a very little bit at first, and then no stick at all. Look at that, that's perfect. All right, now we're going to try some split chicken boobs on this thing. I've got this thing preheated up to 576 and climbing. I got all 6 burners on high. These marinated split chicken breasts are going to really be a good test. We've marinated them in Italian dressing. And going to just put them on here nice and hot. And I expect they'll stick pretty good at first, but I'm hoping that that seasoning I put on there will kind of tame that a little bit. I'm slapping them on the ends. I've already cooked in the middle. I want to see how evenly it heats out on the edges. If you haven't tried marinated split chicken breast, you should try it. It's really good stuff. Good for you. I'm going to go ahead and turn this thing down to low. Alright, so we'll let those go here for a bit. This grill surface is just absolutely humongous. Look at that thing. These are big chicken breasts too. Look at the size of it compared to my hand. I know they're going to stick some. So I'm just, oh man, they didn't stick hardly at all. Look at that. Alright, maybe I can just use the tongs for this. Give them a little turn. Those nice grill marks we all like so much. That is really surprising that these grates are sticking that little. Almost not at all. Well, I found out how much gas was left in this cylinder. I've already changed it, and check this out. Now the little grill tank indicator is green. Plenty of gas. The nice thing about it, when it turns red, you know you need to get you another propane cylinder and be ready to go. Let's see about getting this flipped. Oh yeah, that's the right answer right there. Now, let's go ahead and get one of the probes in. We got 2 probes, but with all these chicken boobs on here, I'm just going to probe, I don't know, this one. About there. Ouch. because if you're looking, you're not cooking. So now I can monitor the temperature of that one breast, and that's a thicker one. So when that thing gets close to my 160, I know I need to have a good look at the rest of them too. This one in a thick spot, that 170 a little bit much. See, everything in here is pretty well done, so we're good to go. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? In case you haven't figured it out yet watching through this video, there's only one con to this grill that I can come up with, and it's a minor one. Unlike all of the other Monument grills, this one takes a plug. You actually have to plug in the control for this grill. Not a big deal. You can also plug in a battery bank into this port right here that will run it as well with a USB-C plug, but I'd love to see this with a battery pack like all the rest of the Monuments. This grill is just too good. It is 48 wings massive. I could probably get 60 on there pretty easily. The Monument Eminence E605 has got to be the best grill Monument has kicked out yet. Make sure you leave a comment down there on your thoughts on this grill and what would make you buy it or not buy it. I know the people at Monument would love to hear from you guys. Give me that thumbs up like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down there so you don't miss videos like this one when they come out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.